Let's all give a big round of applause to Scott Snyder.
They were like, we want you to tell us what story you would tell if you only got one chance to tell one story ever in the DCU. And I've always wanted to do a story with Commissioner Gordon. Yeah, I think he's one of the most underused characters ever, and I've always loved Jim Gordon. So I was so nervous. I was like, I'm going to pitch them a Jim Gordon story, and they're going to think it's going to have like Jim Gordon with like dusty files and like bifocals on the cover, you know, and no one's going to buy it, you know, and because it was about Jim Gordon solving cold cases. That's what I wanted to do, and it would be a cold case series, and the biggest cold case would be about his son. That was always the central idea. One of the things that I was most excited about when I started in comics was the collaborative aspect. I was like, I'm gonna write Mike an email saying Jock is in, and I literally fell asleep with my hand on the keyboard writing. I was like, Jock is in. So that's how I got Jock in. They were on the fence about Francesco, and then he took it upon himself to draw that comic strip that's at the back of the Black Mirror hardcover that has Commissioner Gordon coming into that crime scene, and then he's like, who should we get for this? This looks like a bad one. And he's like, maybe that Francesco Francavilla guy. And then Mike Martz, the editor on Batman, loved that so much that he hired Francesco the next day. That makes it sound so unprofessional, like the whole thing, but that's how it came together. I mean, I knew those were the guys I wanted from the beginning, so I was excited that they let me use them, to DC's credit. I talked to Greg Capullo 3 or 4 times a day about stuff, emailing. I mean, I don't know if you've ever met him or seen him, but he is like a WWE wrestler. He's huge. I love his work, and I love him as a person. So we turned it around, and now I'm like the guy that rides next to him in the sidecar while he's like on the Harley, you know? He's like, let's go, you know? He's awesome, so I couldn't say enough good things about him. I just want to say there isn't a greater job, and I really do appreciate it, and I want to say thanks to you guys as well. I promise to work around, like, I've definitely become more of a workaholic, as my wife and friends will attest, but it's because I really feel to be entrusted with writing Batman is the greatest honor of my career in general, ever, you know, and I will work around the clock to not let you down, you know, and I mean it. Like, the next story coming up with the villain and stuff, like, I can't give it away because DC would basically shoot me in the head. But I promise, like, through issue 18, and then after that, another one, we really have special stuff planned. I promise. Like, or I wouldn't do it. If I